Ah, we're back in the main hall. And as you can see, I've actually built up a white wall behind me just to give you guys an idea of what it actually looks like. And I've put in the door here just so you can see where that would be proportionally. I really don't like the white concrete. I really don't. So I think I'm going to go ahead and tear this down and replace it with black concrete. I think it honestly looks much cooler. I don't like the light. Any light really, really, really shows up on the white concrete. As you can see here, torches in the sides. You can genuinely just see all the light. I don't enjoy that. But where are my manners? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. My name is Sparky164, and this is episode 16. So, I have gone ahead and created 20 more shulker boxes of black concrete and, an extra 4 stacks. So, I think it is time to show you where I got my black dye. So, in between episodes, I've actually gone ahead and little over yonder over here. Nothing too fancy. It's not too far of a flight, which is perfect. I have constructed, if I can get to it before this sentence ends. No, I'm not stalling. You're stalling. I've constructed a nice little squid farm. It is nothing fancy. It is a very efficient farm. So if I use the fancy spectator account, there I am. Hello. You can see it is water columns and sugarcane, and the squid. What? But what? What? Huh? There's Enderman here? No, that shouldn't happen. I hate Enderman with all my heart. I really, really despise the mob. It's probably the one mob I would remove if Ender Pearls weren't so important to completing this game. But yeah, as you can see, it's just the very, very old classic design of sugarcane and then a floor with a hopper minecart running underneath it. And yeah, it collects the items, distributes them there, shoots them over into this water stream. Up they go into the storage system here. And yeah, I got all my black dye from that. AFK'd for a little tiny bit. And as you can see, this thing pumps out egg sacs. It's honestly much better and more efficient than a squid farm, and I don't have to fly all the way to the end to get my black dye. So, speaking of concrete powder, I know, nice transition, right? I hate these people. The freaking Endermen, the mobs, they're the worst. They're absolutely horrendous. I've attempted to decorate this concrete farm, somewhat of a factory esque design. So inside, nothing really has changed. I've just, added a little floor here, couple of staircases on the sides with a little viewing platform if you so choose to look inside, as well as a flight entrance. No, I have not designed a roof. Ah, maybe we'll do that today. I really don't know how to design a roof here. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to try and go for a design that is a one-sided slope. I don't want it to meet in the middle, and I want this side to be rather tall because I want to be able to extend this storage at least, another. Let's see what I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 10 or 10 singular chests. I can fit 10 shulker boxes, roughly, excluding all the hoppers. So I want this to extend like that way now. And I need at least another 10 to do all of this concrete powder in one sitting, which will happen. I think I'm going to do that today, and we're probably going to end up completing these walls. But I've also gone ahead and attempted to construct a little bridge here. I think this honestly looks pretty good. This is my first ever design of a small bridge, and honestly, that was my first design of a huge bridge or a bridge at all. And I think it honestly looks pretty bland right now. It's just concrete or cobblestone and then mossy cobblestone underneath. But I did try and leave a clearing so if any ships or boats want to come down this river, because we might end up constructing some boats, not this episode, but in the future. I think this honestly looks pretty good. Shape at least, I think it looks pretty nice. And all I did for that was I just took cobblestone and just started placing blocks, and I just built around that and tried to figure it out. So I think it's time that we go ahead and remove the white concrete wall. I don't like it. I gave it a try, I gave it a shot. The light updates or any light levels on the wall makes it really weird looking because it picks up light way too easily in comparison to the black concrete, obviously, because, white light just shows up more. That's just how it is. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all that white concrete and then go ahead and create another 20 shulker boxes of black concrete. And maybe I'll place it all. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Well, let's get to it.
That took a while. Even with haste 2, it's not fun because it's not an insta-mine. So it took a while, I'm not gonna lie. It took probably, I didn't really measure, but it took like maybe half an hour, I would say. Because I do things pretty slowly. But we do have all of our concrete left, as well as the black concrete that was left over. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down right over here. I'm going to put the black concrete away. And then I guess we can just bop, 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 and bop. But now it is time to begin the long task of converting 20 shulker boxes of black concrete powder into black concrete. So I've done the math. If you do 20 times 1728 times 64, it turns around to around 35,000. I don't have the exact number, but it's like 35,400 or something around that. And we only have 10 double chests. So I think it's time that we go this way, another 10. And then I'm going to go ahead and start placing all this concrete. But I think before I do any of that, I want to enclose this. I want to have a roof. So I'm thinking that we do something more metallic. I'm going to try. So I'm just going to extend this side back here up and do a triangle roof. I thought about doing it the other way and making this side really tall, but I really wanted to add a little bit more definition or shape on this side because that's where this village is and you'll see it more. So I think we are going to do that. And I'm not going to add any overhang or anything like that. I'm going to try and just, make it a straight roof. But uh, we'll figure it out. Hopefully, you guys like it.
So, roof has been completed. I've gone for a copper, brick, and polished granite design. Pretty similar to this one over here. It's just a little bit more copper heavy. And no, I have yet to finish these. But going into spectator mode or free cam mode, hello, is actually super nice because I'm able to give you guys an aerial view without having to pause the game. So I think it looks a little weird, looks a little wonky. I am waiting for this copper to oxidize because I want it to be in. Do I have it in this state? No, all this copper is fully oxidized. I'm talking about weathered, which is the second stage below, so it'll match this color a little bit better. This one. Yes, this stage. So I'm going to wait until I get all this stuff. I think I'm going to let it fully oxidize and then just go ahead and, you know, wax it, I guess, and carve it, clean it up, make it more, revert it, whatever you want to call it, the proper term. But I honestly think it looks pretty good. And I think once all these oxidize, it's going to look even better. So, about the chest situation for the storage for the concrete farm, it's uh it's quite disgusting. I've just started stacking chests as much as I could because I couldn't actually have this go all the way out. This is the max height because once you get one block higher, it actually, gets unopenable, gets obstructed by that stone brick. I do like this though. I think this looks pretty nice. I think it honestly looks pretty nice. So imagine some walls here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for these walls here, but I think for now I might just leave them open. Just, minimally, just keep them open. And I'm going to go ahead and convert all of this concrete powder. So I have some iron in my inventory, but that was because I was making hoppers. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put all this black concrete in here and then go AFK for like a good 2 hours. So yeah, we'll get to building the actual mega base main hall entrance area in a moment. But I will see you guys in about 2 hours.
Good morning. Ah, it took me a little bit longer than I would have expected, mostly because I had to leave and do other things, go to the gym and cook food and stuff, so I couldn't actually sit there and time it properly. But I'm gonna say it was roughly around 2 hours, more or less, not too terrible. But we have gathered 20 shulker boxes of black concrete. And I don't know why, but we had a little bit of a loss here. So we had 24 or 20 shulker boxes and 4 extra stacks. But as you can see right here, we lost some. We lost about, what is that, 40, 51 black concrete. Quite unfortunate. But luckily for us, I have some extra. So nothing too serious. Looks like we have, what is this? Now 23, 24 and a little bit, right? Yeah, we have a lot of black concrete. And I want to get some black stained glass as well. So down here, there's going to be a layer. Obviously, there's going to be a layer of black concrete here, but to make it spawn proof, I will be putting a layer of black glass on top of it so it's kind of not visible. But I think it's time that I go ahead and place all this stuff down. So, cue the time lapse and let's get into it.
Oh, baby. It's almost complete. Oh, I'm so excited. This is looking wild. Now, as you can see, we still have the floor and the ceiling to complete, and I plan on putting a layer of black stained glass on top of the floor, make it spawn proof. It'll be easier for me to build. Um, but yeah, this place is looking crazy. It's looking wild. So I can give you a little preview by just staring into one of these black concrete blocks real quick. Yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be wild. But unfortunately, I'm almost out of black concrete, so I do have to craft more. And I've already gone ahead and done the math. I need about 10,000 per floor. That's all I have left. So I need to grab another 6 shulker boxes for each layer, the floor and the ceiling. But unfortunately, I do have a bottleneck of black dye. This is all the black dye that I have left. So I have to go ahead and do a little AFK session, gather probably 2 shulker boxes worth of black dye. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Resource gathering time. Let's go, baby.
Ah, and just like that, we have all of our resources gathered. I've already set some scaffolding up, as you can see. Not really scaffolding, but it'll do the same job. So we have 14, a little less than 14. This one's got a little bit less than a full shulker box. This is going to be plenty. We're going to have excess of black concrete. And I also grabbed 7, little less than 7 shulker boxes of black stained glass. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this in. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So I have a long way ahead of me. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long. But let's go.
Now, I don't know if you guys can actually fully comprehend how good this feels. I'm well aware. I've been looking at the editing footage, or the footage that I've recorded so far. I'm well aware that this looks slightly green, or quite green. In the actual video itself, the rendering is a little weird since it's such a pitch black area, but I'm so content with this. You guys do not understand. I love a pitch black dark room more than anything. This is probably my favorite part of this entire hardcore world, and it's so simple. It's just a pitch black dark concrete room. It's wonderful. So, unfortunately, I do not have time to work on this today. I really, really would like to. Do not get me wrong, but it is currently 9:19 a.m. on the day that this video is supposed to be released. So I only have about 6 hours to edit it and, put it out to YouTube. So I do not believe that I can actually do this. Unfortunately, the video is not up to snuff, in my opinion. It's only like 21 minutes long at this point, probably a little bit longer. But yeah, I do not really have time to do this, but I do want to actually give you guys a sense of what the build is going to look like. So I think I'm going to build a tiny bit in here. It will not be completed, but I'm going to build a little bit. I'll show you guys my thought process behind it, and I'll bring you guys back in when I'm actually done with at least one module.
Well, I don't have the materials to finish this, but I thought I'd at least get a little bit done to see exactly what shape I'm taking and what I'm going to be doing. So if you picture these in the way that I want you to picture them, there will be stairs and slabs lining all of this, so it looks nice and curved. And then on this piece, as well as this piece here, yeah, right here, this one, there will be black stone chains going up. Now, I have no black stone left. I really don't. Unfortunately, I have no black stone, so I can't build these chains, but they will be holding up the wall, and obviously ran out of oxidized copper, but unfortunately, I do not have any more time to complete this video. So by next episode, there will be another big progress on the mega base. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like the color palette that I'm going for. So obviously it's going to be a lot of green cyan colors and then deep slate as well. We are in a cave, so it must be deep slate variants. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. There was a lot of progress made today. We've done quite a bit, and I am very tired. I've been working nonstop on this, and every single ounce of free time that I had, I went ahead and I was working on this. So, if you like what you saw, do me a favor and leave a like. I always appreciate those. It's very crazy to me that I have people who want to watch these videos. We got over 100 views on the last video, which is wild to me. I'm incredibly grateful for everyone's support. Um, but yeah, thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.